Welcome back, friends. I really missed you. I hope you had a really nice long Thanksgiving week. I hope you had some relaxing time and you got to spend time with your family at home. Um, we have about 3 more weeks left before Christmas break, and today is Monday, and we are going to start a whole new EL module. We are starting Module 2, Unit 1, Lesson 1. And I think you can tell by the slides, what do you think our new module is going to be about? Module 1 was all about tools and work. And we learned about the habits of character and we made our magnificent thing. And now we're getting started on a whole new module. And this is so fun because it's about the sun, the moon, and the stars and other things that are up in the sky. Today we're going to read a little story, and it's about a boy named Elvin and how much he loves the sky. So let's get started. The name of the story is Elvin, the boy who loved the sky. And this says part 1, but we're going to talk about other parts that we'll have about Elvin later on this week. But think when I'm reading it, and we're going to answer all of these questions that are on the slides during our small group today. But based on the title of the story, what do you think this story is mostly about? So let's get started. As I read the story, think about all of the things Elvin wonders about and all of the questions he has in his head. Here we go. Once there lived a boy named Elvin who loved the sky. And when he was outside, he loved to stand and gaze up. Sometimes he would lie down if there was grass to be found. And one day he would see a bright blue sky. Another day, one that was gray and cloudy. At night, he would look out his window into the deep blackness of the sky because it's really dark. But what the boy loved the most about the sky were the sun and the moon, and he wondered about them. And then the first question that we'll talk about during small group is, what is one thing we know about Elvin when we heard that part? Each morning on his way to school, he would search for the sun. To him, it was like a beautiful face looking down on him. In the morning, it was always behind him and big and orange. And as it rose in the sky, it watched him walk along the road to school. Each afternoon at recess, he looked for the sun. Some days it would look down from the middle of the sky, high above the playground, small and bright and yellow. And then other days the sun could not be seen. It would hide behind the white clouds. But the boy knew that it was still there because sometimes it would peek through looking pale. In the evening, if it was a clear sky, the boy saw the sun through his apartment window. The sun would slowly set behind the buildings, leaving orange and pink light behind. That's kind of like our sunsets right now, isn't it? Orange and pink. And the boy wondered about the sun, about how it moved. And he wondered about the size and its colors and its light. Then there was the moon. Oh, how he loved the moon. It was such a mystery. Sometimes it was large, sometimes it was small, sometimes it was hiding unseen in the dark of the night. And just like the sun, it would rise up from behind the glittering buildings. Sometimes the boy saw it rise, but other times he was asleep. And sometimes, but not often, the boy might see it during the day, pale and small, half awake. And he wondered about the moon and how it moved. And he wondered how it changed shape and how its size and its colors and light. So these are some of the questions that we're going to talk about during small group And these are some of the questions that you're going to kind of answer and draw and talk about in your assignment for today. What does Elvin observe about the moon? What does Elvin wonder about the moon? One day, while the boy was wondering deeply about the sun and the moon, he decided he must find someone with whom to share his wonderings. So he walked along until he found a photographer. A photographer is a person that takes pictures. He told the photographer all that he wondered, but the photographer did not answer his questions. Instead, he gave him these. Look at all of those photographs of the sun and the moon and the sky. And we're going to talk about these photographs later on this week. So our learning targets for this week and today are: I can describe what I observe, which means look at, in pictures and videos of the sun and moon and stars. And I can ask questions about what I notice in the pictures and the videos of the sun and the moon and the stars. And then these are some of our new words. Ready? Sun. I know we know that word, don't we? Sun. Moon. Star. Okay? Isn't that awesome? One more. Sky. Sun, moon, star, sky. Now I'm going to take you and I'm going to bring you in. Yes, I will put these words up on our Google Classroom. I'll probably put them up by Friday because there'll be more words to add, and I'll add them all by Friday. So let's go look at our assignment. Your assignment for today will be posted on our Google Classroom, and it's called the Guiding Question Response Sheet. And I want you to think about this. And remember, as always, you can either print it out or you can just write it out. This is the question. Just have someone read it to you, and then you're going to draw a picture and write some words to answer the question. Remember to put your name on it so that I know that it's yours. Remember to do your own drawings and write your own words, okay? Not someone else's words. I want to see your writing and your drawing. So our question is, think about that story, Elvin the boy who loved the sky. And then ask yourself, why do authors, remember authors are people who write stories, write about the sun, the moon, and the stars? And what I want you to do is draw a picture and write words to show your answer. Draw your picture in the box. Write your words on these lines below. You should probably write 1 or 2 sentences about why do authors, people who write books, why do they write about the sun, the moon, and the star? Think about the story Elvin the boy and who loved the sky. And I will see you shortly during small group. And if you have any questions about our assignment or anything we're doing for today, I'll be happy to answer them. I hope to see you soon. Bye, friends.